Hello, my Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on and in twin flame relationships. For the month of August 2019, I just blessed the decks, tuned to the collective for Virgo. It's funny, the process of blessing the decks, asking the angels, the gods, and the masters to bless it for the Virgo collective and twin flames for the month of August. Felt very good, very peaceful, but then when I really tuned to the collective, I can feel the turbulence. So I am going to suggest, highly recommend that you check out the video that I did on clarifying twin flames, soulmates, and true lovers. For the definitions that I am working with here are a little bit different than what's circulating out there. So go watch that. It's a good one. It's worth looking at because we are defining in these readings for true love, path of the longer vision, the longer path of true love, that twin flames are necessary pre-incarnational soulmate agreements, soul contract agreements that you contract with particular characters, people in each life, in terms of twin flames, that they're turbulent relationships that teach you how to heal yourself, to teach you to give to yourself what the other person by sacred contract cannot give you. So, keeping that in mind, I know it's not what you're used to hearing, that twin flame and soulmate get so conflated together, so tangled up. Not the same thing. A soulmate contract is different. A soulmate contract is satisfying, twin flames turbulent, soulmates satisfying. Soulmate relationships, you help each other heal. You can give each other what each other need, and it tends to be a process of balance, where twin flames are turbulent and transformative. They burn. And to clarify one more time, twin flame contracts can be in any form of relationship possible, not just lover, not just sexual, not just romantic. It can be parental, it can be familial, someone in your family, it can be someone at work, it could be a neighbor, someone who triggers you. There are a lot of T's, right? Twin flame, turbulent, transformative, and then we can add to that triggering. But what they're triggering in you is stuff that needs to come up for you to heal, to love, to accept, to transform. Got it? Very practical. And by the way, today is Wonder Woman Wednesday. I'm doing this on a Wednesday. Moon is still in Scorpio. And she was made from clay in the original mythology. Therefore, Wonder Woman is a Virgo. Beautiful Earth. Just saying. So we're doing 3 lines of information here. The top line will be for us, Virgo. Yes, I'm a Virgo Sun. So it's always interesting for me to do, Leo, because I'm Leo rising, and Virgo, because I'm Virgo Sun, and what comes after that, right? Libra, because I'm I have my Venus in Libra, and then of course Pisces Moon. So it's sort of nice that I don't have to do all of my signs, but this row in particular is tricky. So I really do ask for clarity. To help me not see my own part in this until maybe the edits later, that I'm really able to serve as impersonally and lovingly as I have ever served before. So the first line is going to be for you, Virgo. Second line is going to be for the other in the twin flame relationship. We're not even identifying divine masculine, divine feminine, or zodiac sign or any of that for the second line. That's the person you are in this twin flame relationship with. So that makes figuring out which line of information is for you. Although if things do flip-flop, it's your reading. Take what works. That's been my motto as an eclectic witch throughout. All right. So here we go. Let's get you an archetype card. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please. 1 card, an archetype, a soul power being developed in this twin flame relationship for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for August 2019. The Angel. Yay, this one has not come up yet. I like the Angel archetype. My middle name is Angelo. I am Mark Angelo. Whole story there. So before I read the definitions on that one, because the first deck and the last deck both have definition writings on them, I save those for when all the cards are out. But now, interesting, we start off with the archetype of the angel in its light and shadow. Let's tune now to the angel. So my angels, please, 1 card for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in a twin flame relationship for August 2019. Please, an angel for this angel. Soulmate. Now this card keeps popping up, even though I'm talking about and reading twin flame relationships. And if you've watched any of the previous readings where this one has popped up in this series, you're going to hear me say it, and I'm going to say it again. Yes, maybe there is a possibility of twin flame into soulmate transformation, although I do understand that is rare. That might be what I'm in. I'm not exactly sure either. It is a mystical, mystery, spiritual path through relationships and learning how to love and all that stuff. But since there is no twin flame card in this Doreen Virtue Angel deck, we are just going to take this as meaning pre-incarnational agreement, right? Whether or not it is soulmate, satisfying, all of that. Maybe there is another soulmate involved in this, my angel. We'll see. My gods. Please, one card for Virgo. Oh, there you are. Ooh, the empathic part is strong today, Moon in Scorpio. Ow. Oh, my gods, please, one card for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for August 2019. That was fast. Manipulation, but keep in mind it is an air card, and we're looking at the Six of Blades. So it is absolutely about balancing how you're seeing things. This card technically has no reverse because it is so symmetrical in that sense. It's about the spin of the mind, how you're looking at things, taking it beyond initial analysis and into now the spinning of it, right? It's like a political spin. Like, how do you spin it? What's your perspective? How are you spinning that in your mind? Necessary for mental healing, by the way. So really, this feels good. And also keep in mind, the word manipulation is neutral, right? Feeling a little sleepy? Have a little wonder coffee? Manipulation, right? It's all about the intent, the what you want and why you want it, right? Basic spell work 101. My masters. There you are. Hi. My masters, please, one card for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for August 2019. Right off the top, self-consciousness. So this card came up in a previous reading that I did in the past few days, that particularly with that Six of Blades, a whirling, W-H-I-R-L-I-N-G, in the cerebellum, the ego mind, probably watching its every move, its every word, making sure that if it is walking on eggshells, that it's not crushing any. I know the feeling. Virgos, I think most of us know that feeling regardless of your astrological placement. But now let's get you a whisper of love. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card of clarification for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for August 2019, please. Please. Whisper of grace. Be authentic to who you are, interestingly enough, right? Self-consciousness. Be authentic with who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel, right? So there's a big dose of honesty and authenticity here, which does not shock me that there is that card of manipulation with self-consciousness, particularly if you're already sensing and getting that this is a pre-incarnational agreement, and oh my God, this could be it. This could be the one. You are the one. We are all complete holograms of the totality of all that is. Right? We are the entire universe in one body, and we all share that truth. So what self are we being conscious of? Are we being conscious of the higher self, or are we in that place of being the angel? I'll read this in a minute. Blessing whatever rises within us, right? Taking the thoughts and going, it's okay, sweetheart, I love you. It's understandable that you think that you're a little self-conscious of stepping the wrong way or not looking, but it's okay, sweetheart. This isn't an audition. This is part of the path. I love you, right? Be your own angel. Be your own guardian angel, which is what the higher self is. Different story. Let me read the light and the shadow of the angel archetype. Light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Is that so much to ask? You know, how many angels, angels in human body, like appear at the side of the road when someone's got a flat tire, they change the tire and then poof, they're gone, right? Asking nothing in return. There's an Alanis Morissette song buzzing around my head. Shadow attributes. You know, technically the opposite of an angel is a demon. So as light as the light is in an archetype is as dark as the dark is, and vice versa. Shadow attribute. Acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. Virgo. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Now, I'll tell you something. That second part of that, claiming, but falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. When angelic guidance is given us constantly, and I'm not talking about those babies in diapers with wings type of angels. I'm talking about the legions of the divine. The word angel means shining messenger or messenger of light. Keep that in mind. So we're always in touch. It's just that so easy to distort, right? Tricky shit. And perhaps that's where a touch of this self-consciousness is. Like, am I being honorable? Am I doing it? Is the help that I'm giving hooked? In other words, is there a hook in it? Do I have an expectation that I need to look at here? What am I trying to get? Because what are we like, Virgos, when we don't get what we want? Really, what is any sign like when they don't get what they want? Tricky. Let's look at the other. Here we go. I mean, really, first line, Virgos, what you need to work on is about being authentic, how you heal yourself, you're self-conscious, really not manipulate your mind, but kind of spin things, because you are being prepared for a soulmate is what I would think with that card there. But that really you are in a place of helping and serving without expectation of return, and that's hard. So watch that card of manipulation too, right? That you don't have a shadow agenda there, and if you do have a shadow agenda there, about misleading and acting all innocent, and maybe that's the self-consciousness that really you have an agenda here that's much deeper and not necessarily darker, but things that you want that you might not have put on the table, right? And by the way, nothing here necessarily indicates this is purely romantic or sexual. This could be any kind of relationship on your end, Virgo. So let's really look at this other. This should be helpful, truly helpful. My angels, gods, and masters, please. Ooh, locked on. One card. One archetype, one soul power being developed for the other in this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun in twin flame relationship, please, for August 2019. There you are. The Don Juan. Ho, ho, ho. Woo, an angel and a Don Juan. Well, I think we kind of know. Well, and my guides are also saying that the reason why that need not necessarily at this stage, with the only one card down, be about sex and romance is that the Don Juan can be very seductive. It's about the soul power of seduction. But, you know, drug addicts are seductive when they want their drugs. Not saying that's the main scenario here. That might be a scenario in here, but I could see this between a mother and a child, right? The Virgo mother wanting so much to help, but really asking nothing in return. But in this, you know, hidden agenda, please just heal, and just being wrapped around the child's finger there. And remember, a child need not be a little child, can be an adult child. Okay, yeah, now I get why this one feels a little turbulent. Got it. My angels, please, one card for the other in this Venus Sun, in this Virgo Sun. One more time. My angels, please. One card for the other in this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus Sun, twin flame relationship for August 2019. One for the other, please. Oh, Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel. Perhaps they are being seduced themselves by their higher selves, considering we already talked about being your own angel. Oh, so we've got angel and guardian angel there. Be careful, my Virgo, that you're not playing too much of the guardian for them, excluding yourself. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. We are the sign of boundaries. Cross your legs, Virgo. You can open them, but only when you say so, only when it's right, only when it feels right, not by anybody else's rules and regulations, your own honor code. For me, it usually involves dinner and a movie. Okay, my gods. A Don Juan with a guardian angel. Well, we all have a guardian angel. We all are the guardian angel. We're the soul incarnate in the body. the ghost in the machine, if you like. Thank you, Sting. My gods. There you are. Please, one card for the other in this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship. Please, one card to clarify, to serve the storm, of course. 5 of Cups, right? So we've got an emotional storm in place here. I can see why the angel would, by nature, by archetypal nature, want to be sweeping in, wanting to swoop them up, scoop them up. But know with the guardian angel there that it might be the angel that's keeping them in the storm. That certain storms, all storms are necessary. This is about emotional release. This is about emotional change, transformation, right? Well, change more than transformation. Maybe some moodiness going on here, but it might be that the angel is sort of coming into this Don Juan's energy field and stirring things up, right? Because seduction and its shadow side, and I will read that for sure, can be very much about being a player, right? Using the power of seduction to get what you want without necessarily doing the work or being honest and integral, right? And here you are, Virgo, up here, be authentic with who you are. So this is definitely an alchemical push-pull situation, right? Let's ask the masters. There you are, my masters. Please, one card for the other in this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship. Please, a card of clarity, a clue, a tip, a hint. That serves, that is truly, truly hopeful. Letting go. So again, here we have this pattern of apparent separation between the twin flames. Certainly a phase of the twin flame development, right? Because when you come together, it's so fiery and so intense that the natural instinct and often part of the divine plan is to separate, to go to your separate corners in terms of fighting, but to go back and like heal yourself so that when you come together again after a storm, so to speak, that is the relationship fulfilled? Did you heal? If not, it just keeps doing this. And by the way, the moment any relationship becomes abusive or neglectful, you walk. Abuse is easy to catch, right? It's yang. It's obvious when someone's abusing you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, maybe not so much spiritually, emotionally, unless you're kind of tuned into it. We all go through that, right? We all learn that. Twin flames are really good for that. But neglect is harder. Neglect is harder because it is passive. We don't often realize that we are being neglected, but certainly people withholding the truth. There's all sorts of ways that we neglect out of our own pain and fear, certainly. But that, in terms of letting go, that even if you are in a twin flame relationship and like abuse, neglect happens, and you're like, that's it, contract completed, I'm done, that's okay. They will send you another twin flame. So I'm all about done, on to the next one, done, I'm done, and I'm on to the next. As far as twin flames go, I mean, bless them all, they're necessary. They're the hardest teachers, they're the biggest transformers. So that this Don Juan with the guardian angel at storm is letting go. It kind of does make sense. They kind of need to. Like, what's their part of the healing in this? I don't know that we're totally allowed to see that, but I would say that there is a process of letting go, and that does feel like the angel is dealing with being abandoned and is a little self-conscious. Well, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? But the main thing that you can do right now is be the angel that you are in its light as much as you can, right? To be authentic, that you're teaching by example. Forget what comes out of your mouth, Virgo. I know, I'm a teacher. Forget what comes out of your mouth. What's in your conduct? Teach by your conduct. Teach by your example. Often silently and from a distance is sometimes the best way. Cross your legs. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please. One card of clarity, clarifying a whisper of love about this other, this Don Juan other in this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship for August 2019. The union of hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation, which might be why they are in a process of letting go in a storm. Now, there are two different ways to look at letting go, but there is a card called Wild Abandon in this deck that just came up in the last reading or so. A thing of wild abandon. To me, that's surrender to what it is and going with it. We're letting go. If you look, she's saying bye-bye. Bye-bye, see ya. Blessed be. Hopefully it's a blessed be, right? Someone is just rowing for their life to get away. And, you know, people on the dock. Meow. Meow. Tricky. Let them do that. Bless them from afar. Excuse me. Interesting throat chakra reaction to this, because what's a coughing, a getting off your chest and letting go. It feels like there's a lot of emotional congestion going on for this Don Juan other in general, just saying, all right? Stuff processing. You know, as a clairvoyant empath, I get, you know, a lot of stuff up here, but sometimes the empathy goes beyond emotional empathy, which is what I'm really tuned to. Sometimes it does go physical, and I get physical symptoms, and I didn't swallow the wrong way. So I'm just going to go with that and say that there's some heart, throat stuff going on with this Don Juan. Third line. Let's do the third line. Remember, for this one, we do not use the archetype cards. That's just for you, Virgo, and for the other. So we're going to ask the angels here, please, my angels, the overview. One card, an overview, a clarity, a grace of this twin flame relationship for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for August 2019. Please, one card. Body care. Okay, so for the two of you, there's some and I'm hearing the word serious body care. So what can you all be doing to help yourselves heal individually? Where is the body, right? Yeah, manicure, pedicure, facial massage is lovely. That's a spa day. But rest. Not watching what you eat in that fearful way, but like when you're doing your food shopping, like really allow the body to guide you, not so much the emotions. Like this past month or so since I visited my family in Saratoga, I've been like buying cherries and berries. I know it's the season for it, but it's like that's what my Virgo instinct is telling me, need this. And sure enough, I was cleaning out a sinus infection, so all the added extra antioxidants, blueberries, I could eat blueberries, I could eat a ton of blueberries every day. Really good for me. But so it's not about like changing your diet and all that stuff. It's just know that what's going to help you from the angels, you're an earth sign, right? Body care. And if my angel, if this Don Juan needs like help, really check in. Well, we've got other cards to lay down, but really check out. It's like, well, how can I really help them? You know, sometimes giving people money is not the way. Sometimes that is the way. Sometimes that is exactly what you're supposed to do. It's a case-by-case thing. But Virgo, be authentic to who you are. That's self-conscious, right? You got to really, really tune in. And oh, I'm getting a flash of something Oprah said. No, she said it originally, but I remember it's her who I heard it from. That if someone asks you to do something and you say no, and then they ask you again, they are trying to manipulate you. So, oh, manipulation. So keep that in mind, because there's nothing wrong with saying I need to think about that, right? Spit, swallow, chew. Sometimes you just spit out the answer. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know, but sometimes it's like I need to chew on that. My gods, please, one card of clarity. Now those are two. I was going to say that was fast. Please, my gods, one card of clarity for this twin flame relationship for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for August 2019. The Empress, look, this is so far the only major arcana card of the three. We've got a Six of Blades, we've got a Five of Cups, and here we have the Empress Mawu. That the Divine Mother is at work here, but it is the Earth Mother, right? It's not the Sky Mother, it's not the Water Mother, it's not the Air Mother, it is the Earth Mother. There is a lot going on here in terms of the spirit realm with this relationship. I get the soulmate part of it. This could be past life mother-child thing. But I think overall what we're talking about here is unconditional love, right? But unconditional love does not go without boundaries, right? Unconditional love, I love you, but you are not allowed to abuse. You're not allowed to neglect. And by the way, I'm not allowed to abuse and I'm not allowed to neglect. So considering we've got this union of hearts here, for the Don Juan. This is something that there is a very strong heart connection here, but this ultimately is going to come down to you taking care of yourselves individually and loving yourselves individually, which sounds pretty, looks good on paper, but it can be emotional exorcism as you love the child within you, the ego, the personality, the stuff in the cell tissues, right? Comes up, that detox for healing. This is what twin flames are for. So be triggered, but go behind the castle wall and heal and love and let that child cry and scream, because really the twin flame is not the one who's causing it. They're just triggering it. It was in there already. So my masters, not that you just didn't speak through me, please, one card in clarification for this twin flame relationship for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for August 2019. Yeah, loneliness, all right? That lonely child inside. Lonely really is the word of the child archetype. Alone is the victim. Lonely is the child. So yeah, there's some childhood stuff going on here in general. You're needing to take care of yourself, bodily care, to nurture yourself, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Spiritually, Taurus, you've got that Six of Blades, the mental manipulation there. That there is definitely a soul connection. I would even go so far as to say that there is something past life oriented here. Would not be surprised if the role was mother-child, regardless of gender of the child. But this Don Juan is that storm. So I get the maternal instinct right there. But yet if they're letting you go, my Virgo, that feeling of being lonely, I think you're both experiencing the lonely. But that is the child within you. That neither one of you can heal in each other. That has to be healed within the self. So let's get our last card down here. I really like this spread, this format. I'm using it with clients too. They're finding it very helpful. Yeah, I got a reading tomorrow. Someone from Saskatchewan. No shit, Saskatchewan. Isn't that cool? Thank you, YouTube, for getting me new clients. All right, my pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please. One card, a whisper of true love, overall for this twin flame relationship for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for August 2019. Why does that feel like two? It doesn't, it's one. Be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So with the self-consciousness there for you, Virgo, I get it. I get it. It's like, express love. I could say the wrong thing and they could explode. Yeah, well, maybe that's what's supposed to happen. Maybe that's what's written in the divine plan for this twin flame relationship. I mean, these four as a whole: body care, the Empress, loneliness, and be willing to express love. In other words, you don't have to express your loneliness. That you keep behind the castle wall, you know, until you're in a safe, confidential space where, if that's the conversation, and say, no, I have been feeling really lonely. I find that best kept with, you know, counselors, therapists, close friends, but under vows of confidentiality, one way or another. So that willing to express love can be done silently, right? Expression can be done through prayer, can be done at a distance. And get that as that child in your heart heals. As it is given its voice, it is finally heard, allowed to cry, allowed to whatever needs to happen. You do not let it drive. Your conduct remains that of, like an angel, a guardian angel, guarding and guiding the child within you through this. Not only is that child within your heart healed, but that child within everybody's heart is healed. That's the quantum part of this. So of course it's going to help and serve the Don Juan, the other in this situation. But this may not give you what it is that you want, which is this really strong call for the satisfying soulmate relationship. Well, my Virgos, I've been guided, and I've been doing it the past couple of videos. I was doing it a little bit here and there before, to really end these with a blessing for you all, because that's really what I do. I just want to be a blessing. I want my work and my life to be a blessing upon this world. So considering what we've got here, let's say a quick little, what I like to call a prayer-zy, where-zy. Here we go. My pantheon of angels, gods and masters, please bless Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in twin flame relationships in the collective for the month of August 2019, that they may receive all that they need physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to help them heal themselves, that they may learn, that they may grow, that we may all evolve to become the best that we can be and fulfill our roles in the divine plan and walk the path of true love, healing what we need to heal within ourselves in every twin flame relationship, and being of the best service to help the others heal in our lives, in our soulmate contracts and relationships. Let all of life be blessed. May every mind be blessed with clarity and truth. May every heart be blessed with the love it needs. And may we all be surrounded by the angels, gods, and masters on our path. Thank you. So mote it be. And thank you so much, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in twin flame relationships. Please subscribe if you have not already. Just click on the subscription box. Very helpful, getting my numbers up, getting this information out there, because as I continue to watch other videos of other readers on YouTube, I'm realizing that my perspective on this is kind of unique, but I have a feeling I'm going to catch on fast because people are really getting the twin flame soulmate difference, right? There is a difference, and that then you can play these, you can play the game, you can get what you need out of this in terms of what you can give yourself. Cool. Wish you all the very best of the month. See you again soon, but for now, my darlings, my Virgos, my brother and sister Virgos out there, from my heart to yours, my crossed legs to yours, hail, farewell, and blessed be.